technology allows a single mobile subscriber to use consecutive user time slot in GSM standard. So here, unlike GSM, here in GSM only one time slot was allocated for a particular user. This technique in this HSCSD, a single mobile user can use consecutive user time slot. In the enhancement of GSM supported only voice operation, but it had data or network operation also is supported. Non-voice operations are also supported in HSCSD. That is, it follows, and as GSM, this HSCSD also follows circuit switching, and the circuit switching is with the speed of data transfer of 28.8 kilobits per second. So it's a data transfer technique with high speed in mobile network, and this technique allows a single mobile subscriber to use, and it is an enhancement of GSM. For GSM, that was the operation was voice only operation, and in here HSCSD we have web browsing. We can use internet also. So it follows circuits with a data transfer speed of 28.8 kilobits per second. So through this HSCSD technology, we are able to access internet, that is, and data transfer with a high speed. With a high speed of data transfer of about 28.8 kilobits per second. So by using advanced version of GSM technology, now we are able to access internet and data transfer with high speed. Now going on to the features of this HSCSD, its data rate or speed is 4 times faster than the old GSM network. So compared to the GSM network, is 4 times faster than this HSCSD was 4 times faster than the old GSM network, and it enabled the user to carry on all type of non-voice application at a faster rate of 38.8 kilobits per second. So all non-type voice applications like internet packet from internet packet, etc. That is, it enables the user to carry all types of non-voice applications at a very faster speed of 38.8 kilobits per second, like email, etc. Internet application, web browsing, etc. So that was possible at a faster speed of 38.8 kilobits per second. And in the GSM network, a single slot are allocated to each users. So as we have discussed, in a GSM network, only a single slot are allocated to each users. But unlike in GSM, the HSCSD provide multiple slot or consecutive slots to the user to do maximum data transmission in that slot. So it provides consecutive slots to the user, unlike GSM where only single slot was allocated to each users. And due to this faster rate, this technology is now working all over the world. So this, due to the faster or maximum data transmission in a speedy way, now it is used in all over the world. And this HSCSD is an ideal for dedicated streaming internet access on real-time interacting web session also. So this, due to this maximum data rate transmission or data transmission in a speedy manner, this HSC is ideal for dedicated streaming internet access or real-time interactive web session. Now it is able to provide a transmission rate up to 57.6 kilobits per second to individual user by using up to 4 consecutive time slots. So as we have discussed in HSCSD, we can use the user can use consecutive time slots. So by using a 4 consecutive time slot, it can provide a data rate transmission of 57.6 kilobits per transmission. So by using this 4 consecutive time slot, the data rate is about 57.6 kilobits per second. Now we will discuss the architecture of this HSCSD. So this architecture is same as that of the GSM, older GSM. As we can see here, it consists of a mobile station, a base station transceiver, which is nothing but a tower, a base station controller, which is a BSC, and here MSC, that is mobile switching center. So we can see a 4 wave. This is a 4 time slot. This is 4 consecutive time slots. So each time slot provide 14.4 kilobits per data substream. So this each is a 14.4 kilobits per second data transmission. So by using the 4 consecutive time slot, 4 into 14.4, that is 57.6 kilobits per data streaming can be possible in the architecture of HSCSD. So by using the HSCSD, 4 into 14.4, that is kilobits per second data substream is generated and is given to the BTS, and from the BTS again 4 into 14.4 kilobits per second data substream is given to BSC, and here we have a total of 57.6 kilobits per data stream. And the aim of this HSCSD is to provide a mixture of the services with different air interface users arrayed by a single physical layer structure. So here we have a physical layer structure. Single physical layer structure. Here also circuit switching is used. There exists a physical connection between source and destination. So this HSCSD, it's based on circuit switching, and this is the architecture of HSCSD. And the disadvantage of HSCSD is that it still uses the connection-oriented mechanism. That is, the physical connection is there between source and destination. And while downloading large file, it may require all channel reserve. That is, all bandwidth is required for downloading large file. So this is one of the disadvantages of this HSCSD. That is, one disadvantage is it still uses the connection-oriented mechanism of GSM. While second disadvantage is while downloading a larger file, it may require all channel reserved. Now we will discuss about the General Packet Radio Service, which is GPRS. GPRS is also an enhanced version of GSM. GPRS is nothing but it consists of an older GSM network followed by a GPRS network. Here we can see this is our GSM network. This GSM network consists of mobile station, base station, BSC, MSC, PSTN, etc. So this is a little bit modified also. This base station are updated or upgraded by software upgradation is done in this base station transceiver, and this base station controller also is software upgradation plus some equipment is added in this GSM older GSM network. So this GPRS is nothing but a GSM network plus some additional nodes. Here we can see 2 additional nodes. So we will discuss about that. Before that, this GPRS is a packet-based data network which is well suited for non-real-time internet usage, including retrieval of email, faxes, asymmetric web browsing, time interval usage, or time internet usage, where the user download much more data than it is uploaded on the internet. And unlike HSCSD, which dedicates circuit switches channel to specified user, the GPRS supports multiple user network sharing of individual radio channel and time slots. So here in GPRS, multiple users are supported. In HSCSD, only one user was supported, and this user can use consecutive time slot. Whereas in GSM, older GSM, only one user, one particular time slot. But coming on to the HSCSD, one user but consecutive time slots. But here in GPRS, multiple users can be supported. And thus the GPRS can support many more users than HSCSD, but in a bursty manner. So the main benefit of this GPRS is that resources are reserved only when it is needed. This is one of the advantage of this or main benefit of GPRS. So that is the whole bandwidth is not reserved in advance. Whenever it's needed, it is reserved. So bandwidth wastage is not either in the GPRS. And connection setup types are reduced and enables the new services opportunity. So these are the 3 main benefits of GPRS. And this technology existed between GSM and 3G, and it was based on GSM only, and it provides data transmission at a high speed of 9.6 to 150 kilobits per second, and continuous connection to the internet for mobile phone users also. And the GPRS specifications are written by European Telecommunication Standard Institute, that is ETSI. And this is a 3rd generation technology to access internet. And this GPRS is also known as GSM IP, and that is the Global System Communication Internet Protocol, as it keeps the users of the system online and allows to make a voice call and access internet on the go with the help of mobile IP. So on the go with the help of mobile IP, it can keep the user of the system online and allow to make a voice call and access internet with the help of this mobile IP. So this GSM GPRS consists of the GSM. Here this mobile station is little bit modified. Here now in GPRS this mobile station will be GPRS mobile station, and the base station transceiver will be software upgradation will be done in this base station transceiver, and the base station controller also software upgradation plus one unit will be added, that is a packet control unit, that is PCU. Here in GPRS packet transmission is happening, not circuit switching. Packet switching is happening, and here we have an MSC which is connected to public switching telephone network, and the two extra nodes which are added into this GPRS is that, or GSM is that SGSN and GGSN, which is connected to a data network. This is our public data network, PDN. So here this is data network. This SGN and GGSN are the two additional nodes which is added on to the older GSM network with modified older GSM network. These two additional nodes are added, and altogether it constitutes the GPRS network. So this SGSN is the serving GPRS support node, that is serving GPRS support node, and GGSN is the gateway GPRS support node. So both these nodes are support nodes, and this serving GPRS support node is used for authentication of GPRS users and for data compression and for the registration of mobile users. And going on to the working of this GPRS, the GPRS architecture works like a GSM network but has two additional nodes, that is SGSN and GGSN are the additional node that allow packet data transmission. So not circuit switching, here packet data transmission is happening, and the serving GPRS support node SGSN, it is responsible for authentication of GPRS mobile, and it support only registered mobile in the network, and it support mobility management and collect information with the use of air interface. And gateway GPRS node, it acts as an interface and a router to the external network. So this GGRNS or GGSN, that is the gateway GPRS support node, it acts as an interface or a router to the external data network, and it contains routing information of GPRS mobile, which is used to route packets through this IP based internet backbone to connect the serving GPRS support node, and it can act as a packet filter for incoming traffic also. And the benefit of this GPRS is that it provides data transmission at a high speed and easy billing for the post-paid mobile users, roaming. It provides roaming and mobile IP, mobility and speed. These are the benefits of using GPRS. So the main benefit include roaming, that is it provides roaming facility to user with the help of GSM, mobile IP, that is this concept is provided by the GPRS, and it can trace out each subscriber activity easily. That is roaming is possible in this GPRS, and mobility in the sense that the ability to maintain constant voice and data communication while on the move, at the speed, as it is said that provide fast speed to data transfer and connect calls also. And due to the GPRS, we can transfer data and email, that is we can send and receive email and calls at the same time. That is we can transmit data, that is email, like everything we can do at the same time. We can go for a call, we can at the same time of the call we can transfer data, that is we can send and receive email, etc. So those are the benefits of GPRS. Now going on to the difference between this switching, circuit switching, we can say that here in circuit switching there is a physical path between source and destination, but in packet switching there is no physical path, and that is in GPRS there is no physical path between source and destination. And whereas in GSM and the HSCST there was a physical connection between source and destination. And in circuit switching all packets use same path, but in packet switching these packets travel independently. And circuit switching reserved the entire bandwidth in advance. So all channels were reserved in advance in circuit switching. But in this GPRS or in packet switching, it does not reserve the channel in advance. it reserves the channel whenever it's needed. So in GPRS there is no bandwidth wastage, but in HSCST and GSM there was bandwidth wastage. And GPRS support and store that is it support store and forward transmission, and circuit switching that was in GSM, and in HSCST no store and forward transmission was possible. So this is about GPRS and HSCST.